Hey everybody, this is Dwana. I was coming to you this morning to show you about some frozen eggs that we had. We had some regular eggs in the container, and then 2 of them were frozen. So if you ever come across this problem, what I would do is just take the eggs. What I did was took the eggs and submerged them into some warm water. Not hot, you don't want them to boil or be cooked. But when I put them in the warm water, I should have put them in for longer. I usually keep them in for longer, so they still got a little bit of yolk. And when you run into this problem, what you can do is just keep them in the bowl, because they'll come to room temperature on their own, and they'll just melt off. So what I'm doing is I'm gonna let them sit here, and I'm gonna add my ingredients for a scrambled egg dish. All that I add is my milk. That's what kind of milk I use. I don't want to get the name, but reduced fat milk, and it's lactose free. And then I just add maybe a capful or 2. So that's 1. I think since we got, how many eggs we got, babe? 5 or 6 eggs. And then we're gonna do some pepper. I don't have any in that one. Let me get the new pepper out. Get it opened up and stuff. I use the red. I don't want to show them what kind it is, but I use the red can. And this one is the organic version of the red can. So I put a couple shakes like that. Stir them up real good. Come up some, because we don't want it to be too close. Right there. Stir them up and see that piece, those 2 pieces, they're melting. So all we gotta do is continue to stir. And I'm just gonna let them sit out a few minutes before I cook them. I'm actually gonna have my daughter cook them. Oh, I didn't add any salt. To all of you that don't know, I am on a salt restriction. And I put myself on a salt restriction. So I just don't eat that much salt. It's not good for you. Sodium is not good for you. So what I have is, I have this sodium-free salt alternative that I use, but you can use your salt if you want to. It's no problem, no problem. I use that, and I'm not gonna use that much of it because all it is potassium. And if you use it like you use salt, you won't have a problem. You don't use it, you use it sparingly. You don't use a big bunch of it, but it will help you. If you've been gaining weight and retaining water and you don't know why, it's probably the salt that is in your diet. And then I'm gonna just take a little bit of that. Continue to stir it, and you can see those lumps are almost gone. I got 1 left. And if it sits in here for a few minutes, it'll just dissolve, melt, or whatever you want to call it, and then we'll be ready to cook the eggs. I'll be back. Okay guys, this is back with my egg recipe this morning, and I have just a little bit of butter substitute, and it's going to be spread around. You know I love my cast iron skillets, so I got a cast iron skillet here. I spread the butter around. This is a substitute butter. I never really use real butter because I use too much. If it's a special occasion or something like that, I will. And then you just let it melt in there. I'm gonna get it just a little bit more because I got a lot of eggs this morning, and I want it to be enough. Not much. Oh no, I'm gonna take some out. I don't want too much. And these are, again, my eggs that were over there resting. There was 2 eggs that were frozen, and I let them sit for a few minutes, and they just came to room temperature after I put them under warm water, because I'm not wasting no eggs. My daughter, she's scared of food that is like weird looking, so when she busted it, she got a fit. So I'm gonna let you guys see the eggs. And you see them being poured in there. See, there's no lumps. No lumps, no lumps, no lumps. So if we would have thrown away those 2 eggs, that would have been a bad move. Like, what? Who wanna waste some eggs? And I buy organic eggs, and cage-free organic eggs, so they're very expensive, and I don't want to lose one. So I hate when they come out and I bust them and they're bad, or you know, like I'm not gonna throw away a frozen one unless it's bad, a rotten egg or something like that. But we'll let these come up, and what I mean by coming up is that they'll form a white crust or a white situation underneath the eggs. So when that happens, I'll come back. It'll be just a few seconds. Okay, I'm back. Okay, as you can see, the white has formed. So now you want to take, if you got cast iron or you have metal and you're scared, you use this plastic. That's why I have this plastic, because I'm teaching my daughter. She knows how to make eggs real good. I've been teaching her. So you just lift it off the bottom. Lift it off the bottom. Try not to scrape it because it will be a little brown on there. And then when you lift those off the bottom, you leave it sit like this. Scrambled eggs scramble themselves. All you got to do is have a pretty good skillet, have some heat. When those get done in there, I like to clean my cast iron. So if you have cast iron and you are new to cast iron, keep them clean with hot water and greased with vegetable or canola oil or some kind of kitchen lubrication or whatever, because if you don't, they will be sticking. This is my omelet skillet. I don't cook anything in this except for omelets. Now when they around here, they don't have a skillet to use and they don't want to clean it, they will use my omelet skillet. So I'm gonna have to treat my omelet skillet. So what I usually do is I wash it out real good and I put it in the oven, and it almost does what you call burning. At this point, the skillet is still hot. Turn your skillet off. You want your eggs to be soft unless you want them hard and rolled up. I've made that mistake several times, but we like them soft. And then what my daughter does when she finishes is her own little move. When they're like this, she'll chop them like this. And this should be at the end of everything else cooking. I have some old-fashioned oatmeal with vanilla brown sugar, cinnamon, and a little butter and a little milk, or butter substitute, milk substitute. You want to remove. And then I'll be back after I plate up. Okay, guys. This is Dwana again. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to get to full recipes sometime. But for right now, since I moved late, I have, just to show you, it's already cooked. So all I done was took some turkey bacon, put it in a single layer and put it in the oven. I like mine a little well done. I have some old-fashioned oats. I have these scrambled eggs. And that is my breakfast dish.